All right, welcome back to Puerto Rico Life. It's been a minute since I've done a video. I've been traveling a lot, but in this video, I want to share with something with you that I think if you're a follower of this channel, you're definitely going to be excited about. So make sure you stick around all the way to the end because I'm going to give you a really special offer when we get to the end. But for right now, I'm just going to cut to the chase and tell you my partner Jillian Sidoti and I, who is an amazing person, are hosting a very special event in San Juan, Puerto Rico, coming up in December 2024. So just 6 or 7 weeks away. And if you live in a place like Boston, New York, Atlanta, Dallas. There are a lot of cheap direct flights for that weekend. So it's December 6th and 7th. We're hosting a goal setting retreat. Now, we're going to have people from our networks coming in. We're going to have our people from our mastermind coming in. So you're going to meet extraordinary people doing extraordinary things. But more importantly, we're going to take you through a process that's going to allow you to craft the best 2025 ever for you. I'm also before the end of this video here, going to share with you a link on how you can get to the event, how you can buy tickets for the event, and I'm going to give you a special personal 50% off code. 50% off. So make sure you stick around to the end for that. But let me tell you a little bit about the event. So like I said, the event's set in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's only going to be about 30 people total. So it's a pretty exclusive small group with workshops. We're going to basically start on Friday night with a little opening reception, some cocktails, maybe some light content. But Friday night is really just about getting to know the other people that are at the event. And then Saturday is going to be all day. Now we do have some VIP options that bleed over to Sunday. So if you're interested in like hanging out with us on a sailboat or going to a special brunch with us, that's also an option for you, if you would like. So, anyway, here's how it works. You come to San Juan, Puerto Rico. You show up. Now you can come early, you can stay longer, but you need to be here Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon in San Juan, Puerto Rico. You're going to get a chance to meet me personally. So if you're one of the people that reach out to me regularly and say, "Oh, I hope to see you in Puerto Rico," now's your chance to do it. You're also going to get a chance to meet Jillian personally because, like I said, it's going to be a really small group, and we're going to present on what I call the extraordinary life formula. And I'm going to give you the super short version of that here. And then we're going to talk about accountability and follow up and all the other stuff. So, the extraordinary life formula is something that I've been working on now for years. It's allowed me to live a life where I get to split my time between San Juan and Chattanooga, where I get to travel the world. I mean, this year alone, I think I've been to 6 countries. I just got back from Cancun, barely dodged the Hurricane Milton there, and prayers go out to the people in Florida and the people in Mexico that didn't miss it. Fortunately Cancun did, but there are places in Mexico that just got crushed by Milton. So if you're one of those people, I wish you the best of luck. Now the good news is coming to Puerto Rico, if you're worried about hurricanes in December, it's outside of the hurricane window. It's very impossible. I mean, it's not technically impossible, but it's never happened that there's been a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico or in the Caribbean in December. So I don't think we have to worry about hurricanes. The weather in Puerto Rico is amazing in December. It's also shoulder season, so things like hotels and stuff are really cheap, and you definitely do not have to stay right with us because we're just going to be doing that Friday night thing anywhere in the San Juan area. Completely fine. You could stay in Isla Verde, which is where I live. I've done videos about Isla Verde and how great that is. And I would encourage you to come, Thursday to Tuesday or something like that. Make it a long weekend for yourself. If you're in Detroit, if you're in Boston, direct flights are available and cheap. If you're in Philadelphia, Allegiant's got direct flights available and cheap. And it's essentially the Eastern time zone. Now we're actually Atlantic Standard Time, so there will be a 1 hour shift from the Eastern time zone because we don't have daylight savings time. But right now, the time would be the same. So you're going to want to get into Puerto Rico, like I said, at the latest by Friday early afternoon, so that you can be there for the whole event, which is going to start Friday evening, probably around 6:30, 7 o'clock. You'll get the emails and all that, all the details. Let me show you the website real quick. So here's the Extraordinary Life Design website. So as you can see, it's December 6th and 7 with the VIP sessions bleeding over to December 8th. And obviously, I don't want you to spend a lot of time reading this website here. But the website is extraordinarylifeevent.com. Extraordinarylifeevent.com. What you can expect, of course, goal setting workshops, personalized support, exclusive one on one coaching with Jillian and I, immediate and guaranteed results. In this 48-hour period, you're going to create a plan and you're going to leave with this 90-day action plan that's personalized to you. It's going to tell you exactly what to do to make sure that 2025 is your best year ever. And you're going to be able to roll that forward into 2026, 2027. And you're going to be able to create that extraordinary life, a life where you get to travel the world, where you get to spend more time with your children, where you have a plan for financial independence, where you know what your purpose is. Right. So we have 5 pillars that we focus on in Last Life Ever, which is, Last Life Ever is my podcast and my business that I run with Jillian. But the 5 pillars are this. The first one, discovering your purpose. The second one, cultivating empowering habits. The third one, financial freedom. The fourth one, extraordinary experiences. And the fifth one, giving back to your community and the world. And the great part about this event is you're going to have that adventure in paradise. You're going to have follow-up accountability so that you have a chance to cultivate those empowering habits. I mean, here's my friend Jillian. Let me tell you a little bit about her real quick. Since you probably already know who I am, I'll tell you about me briefly as well. But Jillian built 3 7-figure businesses. She successfully sold one of them, her law firm, for a ridiculous amount of money. And she then moved to Rincon. She lives over on the west coast of the island. And we started investing together. We've invested in tons of real estate together, not in Puerto Rico, but all over the United States. She obviously does, we each have a property that we own in Puerto Rico where we live. But other than where we live, we haven't invested in Puerto Rico, but that's something we're going to talk about at the event because there's a lot of opportunity in Puerto Rico as well. So if you're a real estate person, you're going to definitely want to get to know her. She was Grant Cardone securities attorney. So she's a person who's super connected in the world, has done tons of big things, but more importantly, she's mastered the art of balancing family life with the demands of entrepreneurship. She has 3 kids. I love her kids. I love her husband. They're an amazing family. You're going to be super excited to get to know her. I mean, this year alone, I hung out with her in Bali. I know she went to Singapore, to Hong Kong, to Japan, all those places this year. And then, of course, there's me. I'm also a former lawyer like Jillian. Neither of us practice law anymore. I wrote this book, No Bad Days, How to Make Every Day Great. And I was a best-selling author from that book. I haven't had a bad day since I was 17 years old. And we'll talk about the no bad days philosophy at this event as well. So if that's something that resonates with you, you're going to have a chance to ask me questions about that and learn how that works. It's really, 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 really important. It's fundamental, actually, to living the best version of your life, that you figure out how to mitigate the effects of the negative stuff that happens to you. And we're going to talk about that as well at the event. I cannot express more how life-changing this event actually will be. We've helped people from all over the world. We've helped people through our mastermind. We've helped people with one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching with Jillian and I is very expensive. This is an opportunity to get in, have a conversation with us without having to spend thousands of dollars on one-on-one coaching. I charged $2,000 a month for my one-on-one coaching, and this event doesn't even cost $2,000. And you're going to get the VIP experience with us. Now, if you pay a little bit more, you can get a VIP experience, which is going to give you a private dinner or brunch with us. I think it's going to be brunch in reality. A follow-up accountability call, one-on-one coaching with either Jillian or myself of your choice. And then also we're going to get, some professional headshots done for you. We're going to get some custom goal setting kits for you. And with the VIP tickets, you're also going to get a 2-hour sail around the San Juan Harbor, a late lunch and brunch in historic old San Juan, and then some exclusive VIP swag. As you can see here, the tickets are like $1,000, or the VIP tickets are $2,000. But right now, for a limited time, if you use the also, by the way, if you have a partner that you would like to bring, you can actually get 50% off on that second ticket as well. But the really exciting part is so like two tickets for 1,500 bucks or two VIPs for 3,000 bucks. But the really exciting part, and that's why I said stick around to the end of this video, is that from now until the end of October, so about 2.5, 3 weeks from now until then, if you use the code no bad days, no bad days, all one word, no bad days, right? If you use the code no bad days, you'll get 50% off of whatever price it is. So that means even if you do, say you and your spouse or you and your business partner want to come to the goal setting event, you want to get all the benefit and you want to accelerate your business plans for the next year or your marriage plans for the next year or just your life in general for the next year, you're going to get 50% off of that. So if you buy two tickets for $1,500, it will actually be two tickets for $750. That is the cheapest that you will ever get into a room with us. I almost guarantee it. I mean, unless you happen to walk into an airport lounge and see me sitting there, you're not getting this opportunity again. So if you have been wanting to meet me or Jillian, or you just want to ramp up your life, you want to live an extraordinary life, one without regrets. I mean, I'm going to leave you with this one thing. This extraordinarylifedesign.com. I'm going to put that in the comments below as well. But I'm going to leave you with this one thing. Actually, let me go ahead and put that up. I'm going to pause for 1 second. Back. So extraordinary. Okay, I'm back. So extraordinarylifeevent.com. I'm going to put this in the comments below so that you can have it as well. But as you can see, extraordinarylifeevent.com. You go there, you add the code no bad days, and you will get that 50% off. So anyway, so now that you can see that, I want to make sure there's no question about it. Extraordinarylifeevent.com. All right. So here's the thing. I want to leave you with this thought. And I think this is even if you don't come to our event, I want you to think about this because it's super important. Because our goal of our event is it's not to make money. We need to charge something because we have to at least cover our costs. But the goal of the event is to help people live an extraordinary life. And as I said at the beginning, I have a formula, and this is a super simple version of the formula is first you have to wake up to opportunity. So you're going to wake up to opportunity. It's to have an inspired thought. So it's really inspired thought plus the right action equals an extraordinary life. And it's really that simple. And I break those both down into different thoughts. So when we go through the event, we'll talk about how do you wake up from the Iago trance? How do you find opportunities? How do you know what the right opportunities are? How do you discern what the right opportunities are? So we're going to talk about the steps to that. We break that down into several parts. And then the other side of the formula, which is, taking the right action. We're going to give you the tools, the accountability, the process for creating a plan so that when you come out of this event, you are ready to go and craft that extraordinary life, a life without regrets. But let me ask you this. Think back over the last 10 years. Where were you 10 years ago? Were you in the same relationship? Was your relationship better or worse than it is today? Were you financially better or worse than you are today? How much has changed in your life in 10 years? People often forget how much can change in a 10-year period. But we all wake up after a year or two of life and we think back and we just realize we haven't really accomplished that much. And so what if we could take all of those changes from 10 years and compress the timetable and put them into the next 6 months or the next year? All of the things that have happened, all of the good progress that you've made in the last decade. What if we could do all of that in the next 6 months or a year? And we can. People often get this wrong. But there's a quote I love from Elon Musk. And Elon Musk says, take your 10-year goals and ask yourself the question, how can you do them in the next 6 months? You might fail. If you take your 10-year goals and you try to accomplish them in the next 6 months, it might take you 10 months. It might take you 12 months. Hell, it might take you 18 months. But if you accomplish your 10-year goals in a year and a half, you are so far ahead of the rest of the world. It's ridiculous. Frankly, even having goals puts you ahead of the rest of the world. So we're going to teach you how to set goals. We're going to teach you how to take your dreams, turn them into a plan, and we're going to teach you how to break the plan down into actionable steps. And then we're going to teach you how to track your progress on that so that you know that a decade from now, you're going to be living an unbelievable life. But not only that, that 6 months from now, your life is going to be significantly better than it is today. And so if you're struggling with your finances, or you're struggling in your relationships, or you're struggling with a lack of purpose, you don't feel like your life is exciting enough, you don't feel like you're giving back enough, we're going to teach you how to do that. We're going to give you an opportunity to have accountability, follow up, and we're going to change your life. It's worked for me. I've had an extraordinary life. My life is amazing. It's worked for Jillian, and it's worked for hundreds, maybe even thousands of our combined clients, people that we've touched, podcasts that I've gone on, places that I've taught. I mean, I literally have traveled around the world to present this, and now I'm giving you an opportunity to come to one of my favorite places in the whole world and experience all of the beauty of San Juan, Puerto Rico. You can walk around the cobblestone streets in Viejo San Juan. If you ask me questions about restaurants, things to do, how to visit the rainforest, any of that stuff, I'm happy to share it with you. If you're staying for a few days after the event, you may even have an opportunity to have some follow up with me, because I'm going to try to make myself as available as possible during that time. So come to San Juan, Puerto Rico, join us, and make sure that you craft an extraordinary life without regrets for yourself. Click the link below, extraordinarylifeevent.com. Use the code No Bad Days for 50% off. Bring your business partner, bring your friends, set up a time, December 6th and 7th, or if you want to come for the VIP, 6, 7, and 8, come hang out with us and change your life. You're not going to regret it, I promise.